Yo, yo, yo. Welcome on into the U.S. men's national team World Cup roster reveal. My name is Ryan Glinsky. It's just going to be me today for the hour. But no, I am hype for the U.S. men's national team roster reveal. Dropping any predictions, any comments that you want to talk about during the reveal. I imagine it's not going to happen for the first couple of minutes. I would imagine. It's Fox. They're going to try to draw this thing out as much as possible. That's why I'm going to be leaning on you guys the most to get things rolling. So that's exactly what we'll be doing here today. Just to drop everything down here in the comments. Make sure to like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. But yeah, no, I imagine it's not gonna go very, very long. I would say, or it's gonna take a while before we probably get into the reveal. But yeah, no, in New York City, there's a lot of people lined up. So please drop any predictions, drop any comments, anything you want, Mihola or we riot. Yeah, no, I'd agree with that. Definitely, if we're basing it off of the leaks, I mean, we have a lot of stuff to go over, a lot of controversy. Everyone talking about Gio Reyna, the Diego Luna and all that stuff. I mean, Alejandro Zendejas, all those people, all those players. But please drop stuff in the comments because I'm going to be relying on you guys very much as we get things rolling here in this show, especially before we get things. As you can see there, if you guys, again, I'm on Fox as well, so maybe you guys are ahead, maybe you guys are behind. I don't really know, but I'm just basing on what I can see live currently on Fox One. We see Alexi Lalas, Rob Stone, Landon Donovan there. But yeah, no, that's what we're talking about. But yeah, no. Yeah, Tony Mialo. Yeah, he hasn't played in a long time, right? Yeah, he hasn't been there for, I don't know when he retired, but it was a long time. I think it was before my time actually. Before I got things rolling. But yeah, no, drop any comments, whether you're in TikTok, whether you're in Facebook, whether you're in YouTube. But I guess I'll just talk a little bit about the World Cup. Obviously have the graphic here of all the groups. I personally think Spain is going to win it all. That's just me, though. I think Spain's going to win all. I think it's their time to shine once again. Lamine Yamal, all the boys. For Spain, obviously they're coming off of the Euros, and we all know last time what happened after they won a Euros in 2008, I believe. Yeah, 2008. They got things rolling. But yeah, no, they won the World Cup after that. But yeah, no, here are the groups currently. If you guys don't remember from, I think back in December is when it all came out, I believe. So Mexico, obviously, in Group A, South Africa, Korea, Czech Republic. I think Mexico is going to get out of that along with Korea. Again, third place. I'm just going to go top two for all these. Third place will be way too difficult to get things rolling. In Group B, I think it's going to be Switzerland and give me Bosnia. I don't think Canada's that good. I know they did extend Jesse Marsh here today, or the other day, whenever it was. But Group C, I have Morocco and Brazil going through as the top two. Group D, I have Turkey number one in the group, USA number two. I don't think the U.S. Is going to win the group, but I have that. Oh, there's Carly Lloyd and Stu Holden. Look at all these people out there. That's a lot of people. Derpy 501 in the chat says go USA. Hey, that was an iconic call. That was an iconic call. Drop any predictions you guys have for the World Cup, whether that is someone in the group, especially the USA group. Anyone winning Golden Boot. Anyone winning. What else is there? Who do you have winning the World Cup? How far do you have the U.S. going? Most importantly, I want to know how far a lot of you people think that Canada, Mexico, and the U.S. is going to go, because I don't really see any of those three teams getting past the round of 16. I know there's a pathway for the U.S. to get to the quarterfinals, but it all starts with winning the group, and I don't see them winning the group. And make sure you drop all those comments down, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff as we bring you all the World Cup coverage. Anyway, as we have Group E, I have Germany going through. I have Ecuador going through, as much as I love the Ivory Coast. Group F, Netherlands and Japan. I think Japan is very underrated. I think they could make a very deep run in this thing. Group G, I have Belgium, and let's go with Egypt. Let's see. Oh, a new one coming in here from is G Adrian. I'm so effing tired of these coaches selecting trash rosters. I'm so done. Again, I don't know if you are talking about. Again, appreciate all you guys in the TikTok live as well. Drop any comments down there. I'll try to get you guys as often as I possibly can. But again, I will basically, based on what's up on my screen, YouTube is the best way to go. So make sure you hit that. I appreciate you guys liking the live stream as well. Again, I imagine you're probably talking about the U.S. I don't know if you're talking maybe about England or Spain, anything like that. I know there's some big issues with that. Fire Poch, bring in Pep, give him a blank check. It's too late to fire Pochettino. I'll tell you that right now. Too late to fire Pochettino. I do think he is gone, Adrian, by what is it? November. I think he's gone by November. I think he's going to bring us in through a couple of windows, and then at the end, when the big, I think when like Liverpool starts sucking, maybe United starts sucking, any other clubs across Europe, once they start sucking after the beginning of the year and they fire their manager relatively quickly in the fall, I think that's when Pochettino steps in. I would love to have Pep Guardiola personally be the U.S. men's national team manager. I think for sure you have to make that call. I mean, he's the best manager of all time. There's no one better than Pep Guardiola in terms of being a manager. I think he is the best of all time. So if anything, is whether they're going through SoFi Stadium. Dude, the grass of the whole field surfaces might be an issue. Adam, United are not ready for 3 games a week. Yeah, no, I don't agree either, Adam. I don't think they're ready. Or I should say I agree with you. That's what I should have said. My bad, Adam. But yeah, no, I don't think that they're ready for 3 games a week. Make sure wherever you're watching, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Roku, make sure to drop a follow, like, subscribe, follow. I don't know how it all entails, but make sure you guys are doing that. Also, we'll be talking about more of this on Inside the Game tomorrow, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. We'll be talking about this. Nate Wingler will be back with us. But no, I would love to have Pep Guardiola, to be honest with you. I would love for him to be the U.S. men's national team manager, but I think that's just a dream. I think that is just a dream when it comes to the men's national team. As much as I would love to have the best manager, I think Pochettino is probably the best that we're really ever going to get from a men's national team standpoint, unless somehow we start spending, just funneling money into the U.S. Soccer Federation, which may be a little bit difficult, but I guess I could just we could shorten it there, and then let's put, yeah, boom, there we go. That's how we'll get the TikTok chat and the YouTube chat all next to each other. Let's continue, though. I would love to have Pochettino, though, Adrian. I would love to have Mauricio Pochettino as the coach here in the U.S. men's national team, but I think that's a dream. Anyway, let's throw up James Schofield, our one of our IT guys, one of the best in the business. Did we talk about the leaked roster that came out? Just saw that. We did talk about the leaked roster on TikTok and the U.S. and on the show today, James. We did. We will be talking about it today during this. Again, all those leaks, I guess I could throw those up if I have a second. Have you read the Martinelli post that sounds like he's Adam, I did not see a Gabriel Martinelli post today. Did he really say that? That's going to be sad, though, because, again, Martinelli is... I got a love-hate relationship with Gabriel Martinelli, if I'm being completely honest with you. I have a love-hate relationship with Gabriel Martinelli. But, yeah, no. I would love for him to stay. I don't know if he does. But, yeah, no. Yeah, I would love for him to be there. But where are we going? Yeah, let's go back to the World Cup group. Just a couple of... yes, I know, James. You're obviously busy. Group H, Spain, I think, comes away with it, and Uruguay. I think that's a very good group. I think it's very top-heavy, but I think those two will get through. France, and I'm going to go with Norway. I'm going to say Norway finishes second. I think they're the best third place. I guess they're the best third seed, I guess, when you go back to the all World Cup drawings. Group J, I have Argentina getting through with, take your best punch at it. Austria, I guess, finishes second. Argentina has one of the easiest groups of all time. Same with Portugal. Portugal will get through. Group L, England. England gets through along with Croatia. So that's where I'm going here today. Caden Prady, welcome back in. It's been a long time. Sent us a rose today. Shout out to you, Caden. He said, let's see. I think we're effed. England fan. No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that yet. I would not say. We're not getting past the round of 32. I would not say that yet. I think you guys are a good side. You guys will get past the round of 32. It's just a roster reveal. It's an overreaction. You guys will be good. I think you guys will be. You guys will be fine. I think you guys. I think England. You guys are you got to be a quarterfinal team. There's got to be you got to be a semifinal team. There's no way you guys don't become a semifinal team. Like there's no way. Martinelli is a center forward, not a wide player. I mean, Adam, I wouldn't mind Martinelli being up top. He has played up top, but again, you have Kai Havertz there, and all that fun stuff. Ryan providing his Glinsky goal setters list. Okay, I've never heard that before, James. We'll have to use that later on down the line. Croatia and Ghana are not beating England. No, I think England's in a very weak group, so I think they will be 100% fine. Just to let you guys know where I'm at in this live stream or in the watch along thing, we got Landon Donovan, Rob Stone, and Alexi Lalas. Landon Donovan's new hair transplant. That is something to mention. But yeah, no, they're all up there. I don't know how this is going to happen. I don't have the audio on, so I have no idea what they're talking about. So they might be saying some stuff that I might miss. So you guys will have to help me out on that. I know it's going to take a while before we get into the full watch, before they get into the full list. I feel it feels like March Madness right now. That's what it feels like with this whole thing. Let me know how far you guys think the U.S. men's national team is going to go. Again, I don't know when it's going to happen. I imagine they're going to milk it for the next 30 minutes. I imagine the players are going to walk out or something. They're going to walk out on stage. That's what I imagine is going to happen. It's the United States. We're going to take this to a full extreme. Any chance of any host getting to the semifinals, Kaden? I don't think so. I don't think if I'm being honest, I don't think any host nation gets past the round of 16. I know there's a pathway for the U.S. men's national team to get to the quarterfinals. I've said that time and time again. There is 100% a pathway, but it all starts with winning the group, and I don't see them winning the group over Turkey. Turkey put full BTA on us a couple of months ago. So no, I don't see us getting through past the round or the group, and I see us being around a 16 team. We got to upset something. I mean, maybe somehow. Oh, Gio Reyna got interviewed. Yeah, Gio Reyna definitely on the roster now. That no way they. So we've seen the first. Okay, we know who 6 of the players are. I can't believe Gio Reyna is actually. I can't believe Gio Reyna is actually going to be on this World Cup roster. I'm not gonna lie. I find it. I find it kind of shocking. Adam, that's okay. 17 minutes before reveal. So it's all right. It's at 3:30. So we got 17 minutes to kill everyone. Drop down any predictions, subscribe, follow, all that fun stuff. The game is played on the field, not on paper. I would agree with that, Adam. I would agree with that. But I just don't see it happening. If I'm being honest with you, we could do a World Cup. I didn't think it would take this long before we would get into something, but I guess maybe we could do a World Cup simulator. Maybe we could do that. Would that be fun? Would everyone want to do a World Cup simulator? Maybe we could do that. Let's find a good one. If anyone's got a good World Cup simulator, let me know as I tried to figure out one. Do you realize that 2 teams make it out of the group? It's not Turkey. It is Turkey, Lucid. It is Turkey. It is, what time do they do the reveal? 3:30. 3:30 Eastern time. 3:30 Eastern time is what I know. Could be, depending on your time zone. It is Turkey, by the way. Lucid, it is pronounced Turkey. I found that out a couple months ago. I asked someone actually from Turkey. It is indeed Turkey, and I do realize that more than 3 teams. But once you finish 3rd in the group, you're screwed because you're playing a 1 seed. So you essentially have lost if we finish 3rd somehow. I'm just saying we will somehow finish 3rd. If we were to finish 3rd, we might as well just pack up our bags and head out because there's no way we would do that. I guess, you know what? Let's see here. Let's see if this will work. I'm going to try to do a World Cup simulator with you guys, and then let's see here. Web browser. Let's bring it in. How about we do a World Cup simulator? Is that something we want to do here? Is that something we want to do here today? I think it would be kind of fun. All right, let's see here. Let's bring in. I didn't expect it to be this long, so I didn't really have anything fully planned, I guess is what I'm trying to get at here. But yeah, no, I don't see anyone getting out of the group. Arda Güler being nominated for Madrid Player of the Year. Is he really? That's insane, man. That is insane that Arda Güler would get nominated for something like that. That's just crazy to me, though. That's just me, though. All right, I just gotta figure some stuff out. He has carried Real Madrid to be completely honest with you. All right. Okay. Let's bring this in. All right. Let's hold on. Bring this in. Where are we? All right. Here we are. Let's see here. All right, let's do a World Cup. Let's do a World Cup simulator. How about that? What did I say? Mexico finishes first. Is that all showing up on the screen? Korea? No, maybe it's not showing up on the screen. Hold on a second. I don't think it's showing up on the screen. Oh, it's not showing up on the screen. All right, that's pretty dumb. That's pretty dumb. That's pretty dumb, fellas. All right, maybe we won't do a World Cup simulator. Yeah, no, if you guys have a good one, that's where France looked terrifying. Yeah, I would agree. Mbappe will probably get Player of the Year. It's Mbappe. There's no way he doesn't win it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. It's Kylian Mbappe. Let's see here. France looked terrifying. Dude, you could take France. You could have like the players that didn't even make France and actually like have a like a quarterfinal team without it. Like that's just crazy to think. Yeah, I get it. You can probably see the predictor thing, but it's not like interactive, I guess, if that makes sense. Like that's the issue is I don't think people can like they can't see the results. Like I already have, everything kind of picked is what I'm kind of getting at here. But yeah, no, about 13 minutes from reveal. If you guys are just joining us, about 13 minutes from reveal of the World Cup. Yeah, no, it's gonna be a fun one here today. Oh no way. But yeah, no, it should be fun. Hopefully it doesn't get dragged on too long. Hopefully there's not a ton of overreactions. I do got to say, I feel bad a little bit for Diego Luna. I do have to feel bad a little bit for the guy. Again, I don't think he's like this unbelievable talent, but I do feel bad a little bit for him. He's been a part of all the commercials. The commercial that I'm literally watching is the one where where he was like, where they win the World Cup, like in the commercial, the Fox commercial, where they literally win the World Cup. Got to feel bad for the guy. He's played insane for everyone. It's been a good thing. He's played hard. He's played a lot, but again, at the end of the day, I guess business is a business, and he didn't make the cut. But again, you feel bad for the guy a little bit, right? You have to, because he has done legitimately everything that you could have asked for. He's been so good for the men's national team. But yeah, no, you got to feel bad a little bit for the guy. I mean, you have to, right? Let's see, any other comments coming in? Make sure to drop any comments as we try to milk the clock here for the next 11 minutes before the World Cup reveal. Again, we'll be talking more about the roster reveal tomorrow and Inside the Game. 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. So yeah, should be, make sure you guys hop in there as well. But let's see here. Does this one work? Can you just simulate all the... Okay. So maybe we can't do a World Cup simulator. Alrighty then. I thought maybe we could, but I guess we couldn't. Oh, maybe this one? Does this one work? Let's see here. Let's see if this one will work. Simulate groups only. Okay. All right. Maybe this one is gonna work. Maybe let's do this one. Let's do this one. How about that? Is there? I don't know where everyone is at right now. In watching it, we're 10 minutes away from the roster reveal. Hopefully people don't overreact. That's the only thing I hope doesn't happen. But we are Americans, and we're probably gonna overreact in it all, I guess. So yeah, the only issue is so. Okay, I guess maybe we could do it. I guess. All right. Maybe we can do this actually. All right. It looks like we're gonna get an actual prediction here. So that'll be kind of fun. Let's see here. Let's just do a little bit of adjusting here before we fully go on screen here. All right. Okay. So let's do it for the next 10 minutes. How about that? That sounds fun. All right. Let's get things rolling here on the World Cup. Bradley Elliott watching Fox, and they're talking heads, and they're talking like this could be another Herb Brooks moment. Wonder what they're smoking. Yeah, no, I don't expect to see a miracle on grass moment. I will tell you that. I don't see a Caden also sent us a spinning soccer. Appreciate that. Congratulations on winning the league. Caden, appreciate it, man. Go Gunners, man. Glad the Gunners have finally won the league. Adam, I'm now in here. Much better audio than TikTok. Oh, TikTok's a little messed up. All right, we'll have to fix that at some point. Tyler Adams is there. All right. Yeah, no, watching Fox and they're talking. Yeah, I don't expect to see this to be a miracle on grass moment. I don't see that really at all. We can talk all about what could happen, but again, I don't see that happening at all in terms of a miracle moment with the U.S. men's national team. But all right, so we did. Okay, maybe this is a little bit better. Maybe we could do it this way. All right, let's do a World Cup simulator real quick. We do have the groups here. So the groups that are simulated that you'll see on the screen here. All right, the top. So Group A, I just simulated. I just hit simulation. Czech Republic go 3-0. Mexico finished second. South Africa third. Bosnia actually finishing. Let's see here in Group B. It says Switzerland finished first in this one. Qatar, Canada third. We do have all the results in terms of that. That's an interesting group because I really don't see Canada winning it, I guess is what I should say. I don't expect to see Canada really making a ton of noise, especially with Alphonso Davies maybe missing it, maybe being out. What do I think about Alejandro Zendejas? I think he could be a good player. I think Alejandro Zendejas could be a good depth piece for us. Not excited for U.S. commentary. Why? Because it doesn't have the English accent. Yeah, I understand that. A lot of people don't like the American commentary because of the accents and all that. But yeah, no, I think Zendejas could be a good piece for us. I don't see him being like this insane player for us where he flips a game on its head, where he changes the game for us. I don't see it, but we'll look again here. Bosnia finishes first in this group, and then we have Brazil finishing first. We then have Turkey finishing first. Yeah, no, we do have Turkey finishing first in this group. I do think Turkey is going to finish first. This one actually has USA finishing third. Okay, maybe the simulator is not correct. But yeah, let's simulate it all here. Simulate all of Weston McKennie is now getting interviewed. So, I mean, obviously we didn't really expect anything different there in terms of Weston McKennie. But yeah, no, that's yeah, you feel bad a little bit. You got to feel bad a little bit, I guess, for some of the players that aren't going to be shown right now. I mean, the main spotlight is those guys. McKennie. Okay, maybe this is a hot take, but I do believe Weston McKennie is a more important player for the U.S. men's national team than Christian Pulisic. I'm going to say that right now. I think Weston McKennie is a more important player than Christian Pulisic in terms of the World Cup. I do think that is not a bold take, but. All right, as you see there, we'll just go into the group stage. I think the group stage is probably a little bit more, or the knockouts are a little bit better. So where's the knockouts at? Let's see here. Knockout bracket. All right, so the knockout bracket, it's not filled out. Why is it not filled out? But this one's got Ecuador beating USA in the round of 32. That's not great. That's not good at all. France beating Japan. Mexico beats Qatar, losing the round of 16. Shocker. Sweden losing to Morocco. Colombia beats England. Could you imagine the scenes if England were to lose? In the round of 32, to a team like Colombia. That would be shocking. New Zealand beats Ivory Coast. Turkey beats Canada. But yeah, no, that would be. I guess I could simulate it all right here, right? How about this? Are we finally gonna get this thing to work? Okay, so Ecuador beats the U.S., right? Yeah, this one has Sweden beating France. This one is completely wrong. This is not good. This is a horrible simulation. Bosnia beats Czech Republic. That's definitely not happening. I guess we just go this way. Ghana beat Uzbekistan. Uzbekistan makes it to the round. Jeez, this is a horrible simulation. Spain beats Austria, Qatar. Yeah, this is a horrible simulation. James, I think you could be correct on that. I think Weston McKennie and Tyler Adams are fair on making it. All right, so then that gets us all the way. Wait, is there another pathway here? Oh, pathway 2. That's the other side of the bracket. Brazil beats Japan. Germany beats Norway. Mexico, Scotland. Colombia beats New Zealand in the round of 16. Egypt making a deep run into the quarters, along with Colombia. Uruguay gets beat early. Mexico losing again in the round of 16. Germany. And then we get into the or the quarterfinals. As you see, Sweden loses to the Netherlands. Netherlands gets to Spain. They lose. Spain beats Belgium. That'd be a very good matchup in real life. The other side of the bracket, we do have Germany beating Croatia, Colombia beating Egypt, and Colombia making the round of or the semifinal. That's crazy. Where did I say France got knocked out? Oh, that's right. France got knocked out in the round of 32. This is a horrible simulation. I just gotta say, this is a horrible simulation. This is awful. Could you imagine England and Scotland winning on the 4th of July? That'd also be horrible. We just talked about that on the podcast. Hold on, I'll get back to that comment. Caden Vlogs. Then we get into Spain versus or what is this? Spain beats Germany. Wow, Spain versus Germany. That'd be a good final. That would be a good final. I can't get mad at that. That'd be a good final. That would be a very good final. But yeah, no, we talked about it on the podcast today, which again, you can tune in 9 to 11 tomorrow, Monday through Friday. We'll be talking more about this. But we can't have England win the World Cup. We can't, especially in the 250th anniversary of becoming an independent country to England of all teams. Yeah, we can't have that. We cannot have them doing that. We just like, it's just not allowed, right? It's just like certain things aren't allowed. That's something that just is not allowed to happen, right? We cannot have them win the World Cup on our home soil in a year where it's the 250th anniversary of our country. We just can't have that. We can't have that. So, okay, it looks like we're finally, the players are going to walk out. I can tell the players are going to walk out here. That's very Americanized. What can I say? Kevin Arnold, no to England. Yeah, I would agree with that, Kevin. Kevin and I don't agree much on sports teams, but I could agree with that, Kevin. Congrats on the AL Central Division, by the way, on finally winning that, because, God, the Tigers suck. Caden, that would be like Christmas. No, it would not be like Christmas if England won the World Cup, especially on USA soil. George Washington would be pissed. The Founding Fathers would have said, we fought this 250 years ago, and we couldn't even win. And we allowed the country like this to win on our home soil? That'd be horrible. We can't allow that to happen, especially in the 250th anniversary of our great nation. But it looks like, again, I don't have the audio on, so I can't really hear anything when it comes to what they're saying. But I feel like we've got to be getting close. All right, Matt Turner. Matt Turner walks out. So Matt Turner is going to be... I would love to see Trump's face if we did. No, I don't really think Trump cares about the game of soccer in all of this. He's got bigger things to do. Matt Turner. All right, so the first goalkeeper, or the first player is Matt Turner. So we will take that. Oh, Serginho Dest also on. Okay. Serginho Dest, Matt Turner are the first two players revealed. So we will do that. All right, not mad at the selections yet. That's all expected. I don't think Matt Turner starts either. When it comes to the U.S. men's national team, I don't see that being much of an issue. I think Matt Freese will be the starter regardless. Throw that up. Oh, players. I think, Chris Richards. He's not. Oh, that's right. He's got a Conference League final. Forgot about that. Okay. All right. Chris Richards also a part of it. No surprise yet in terms of who's going to play and who's going to make the World Cup roster. I'm completely fine with this so far. There's your audio. I don't know what happened to the audio. I don't think we lost audio. Did we lose audio? People, did we lose? They said we're not only going... Okay, Tyler Adams, number 4. Again, no surprise yet. They said we're not only going to have the biggest fan base, we'll have the best looking. Yeah, we probably have the best looking fan base. If we get Bayern Munich, Kane, there's a chance. Bayern Munich, bro, Harry Kane is going to sell like he did in the... What was it? What did Harry Kane... Oh, yeah, the World Cup against France. And then Anthony Robinson in 5th. Again, or the 5th person revealed. Again, not upset about this at all yet. Not upset. This is all expected. We're expecting this. You're okay. Good. James, you can't be saying that. You're scaring me, my man. Scaring me that we just lost audio. That's okay. Stop scaring me. Stop scaring me. Austin Trusty. All right, former Gunner. Did absolutely nothing. But he's a Scottish League champion. Austin Trusty. That's a little bit of a curveball. I think maybe if Cameron Carter-Vickers was still healthy, maybe he'd still be. So far, all the leaks are correct. Gio Reyna. Gio Reyna is officially on the roster. That's a little unexpected, but unexpected if you said this a couple months ago. But based on the leaks, we're still 7 for 7, or 6 for 6 rather. Okay, I will do my analysis when you guys play Germany. Okay, we will. Weston McKennie, again, that's all expected as well. McKennie doing a little bit of a spin. I will say the gray blazer look is pretty clean. I might have to get that myself. I do like the look. Okay, I'll have my analysis when you guys play Germany. Could we even play? Why is there no lives actually showing the crowd? Because we could get really in trouble if we showed what the actual broadcast would look like there. So yeah, no. Let's see here. Oh, Ricardo Pepi. So far, all these players were in the last World Cup in 2022. So every single... Oh, hey, Christian Pulisic. No shocker there. Yeah, no, we can't actually show what's actually happening there. Okay, so Christian Pulisic, no surprise that he's also on the roster. All of these players were on the 2022 World Cup. So I imagine we're going to have... Okay, Brennan Aronson. That's another one for Diego Luna. He also made the World Cup roster last year, or 2022, 4 years ago, I guess I should say. Yeah. I'll also talk a little bit more after the whole roster is revealed. With the white shirts and blazers, it's like the backfield. Miles Robinson. Was he? Okay, this is the first player with a different World Cup, or his first World Cup. Miles Robinson. That's right. He tore his ACL in the Gold Cup leading up to it. I think that's what happened. I think that's what he did, but I forgot. Wow, there's a lot of you in the chat. All right, we appreciate all you people. If you're just at Tim Ream, God, I didn't want Tim Ream. I did not want Tim Ream on this roster. Let me rephrase. I don't want Tim Ream to start, is what I should say. Tim Ream should not start at the World Cup. That's all I have to say. Diego has shown more interest than even Pulisic. This is crazy. Sebastian Berhalter. Oh, God. Why? Why Sebastian Berhalter? Oh, God. Why? Not the Nepo baby. Not the Nepo baby. And we're going to interview him? Why are we interviewing Sebastian Berhalter right now? That is just... Oh, Caden, you're right. We do have friendlies with Senegal and Germany. We're probably going to get killed in those games. Jeez. Which, by the way, I know a lot of you guys are joining in. TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Please drop a like, subscribe, follow, all that fun stuff. More in-depth analysis on this afterwards. Diego is cooked, Whitney. Diego is cooked. May 31st and June 6th friendlies. Shout out my guy. Why did we stop everything to interview Sebastian Berhalter? Why did we do that? The guy's not that good. He does dumb TikToks. He does nothing for the men's national team. Does absolutely nothing. Oh, God. Christian Roldan. We are so cooked. Christian Roldan and Sebastian Berhalter in the midfield at the same time. Oh, we are so cooked, man. We can't have both of these players. I know it was expected that both of these players would make it. Alex Freeman, fine with that. That's his first World Cup. But Sebastian Berhalter and Christian Roldan, what are we doing here? We're not a proper soccer nation, footballing nation, whatever you want to call it. Mbappe licking his lips at the mention of Tim Ream. Oh, I really hope to God we never play them. I don't think we're ever going to play. I don't think we're ever going to play. But, man, Malik Tillman also on the roster. Man, Roldan and Berhalter, we are cooked as our midfield. Our midfield's going to be cooked, man. Our midfield is going to be cooked. Man, Tim Ream, man. Max Arfston, he's got good hair. I will say, he's got a clean fade. He's got a good flow. I will say that. Have there been any that were different from the leak so far? I don't think so. I really think they've all been the same. I mean, maybe from a numbers-wise, I'd have to look around, but no, I think the leaks have all been same. Haji Wright, Arfston, Dest. Yeah, so far we are 100% on the leaks, folks. We are 100%. All the midfielders have been correct. Aronson, Pulisic, Malik Tillman, Tuwami, we got to yet. Gio Reyna, yes. Zendejas, we haven't gotten to. Balogun, yep. All right, so all the strikers have been right, according to the leaks. All the strikers have been right, and so far all the midfielders, the attacking midfielders / wingers, defenders, and goalkeepers, we have not gotten to yet. But we are cooked. All right, Tim Weah. Okay, we're still 100% on the leaks. 100% on the leaks. This is crazy. The fact that your entire World Cup roster can get leaked days before this, and we're going to interview Tim Weah. The fact that your World Cup roster can get leaked days before your actual reveal is crazy. Who is the mole leaking all of this? Because that can't happen. That can't happen. If I was Pochettino and the U.S. Soccer Federation, I'd be mad at that. Because there is no way your entire roster should get leaked. Your entire roster should get leaked. There's no way. There's no way your entire World Cup roster should get leaked. No way. But yeah, that's an issue. That's a U.S. soccer issue, man. We've got to figure that out. We got to keep that a little under wraps. Still can't believe Diego. If the leaks are 100%, maybe Diego Luna is just going to show up randomly. Maybe he's just going to show up randomly, and he's going to be like in maybe like 27th. Who is this? Mark McKenzie. Okay, we're still 100%. Mark McKenzie, his first World Cup. 27 caps with the men's national team. I still think our center backs are going to be cooked, especially with Tim Ream out there. Interesting picks here, guys. First round exit, unfortunately, Bradley. I don't think that Joe Scally. I've always been a fan of Joe Scally. Always been a fan of this man. He was always kind of put in bad situations based on Berhalter. The way that he organized the team structurally wise, I always thought he was put in bad situations. I don't think the men's national team is a first round exit. I think they're a round of 16. Matt Freese is our starter. I think we're a round of 16 exit for sure. But no, we are not a first round exit. If we're a first round exit, we might as well just stop playing the game. But Matt Freese, again, so far 100% on the leaks. Man, this is going a lot quicker. Who is that? Was that Chris Brady? It is Chris Brady. Okay. Chris Brady also there. Now this might get a little bit interesting. We haven't gotten to Zendejas yet, and I think that's the last one. Zendejas. Yeah, Alejandro Zendejas. Maybe this is Diego Luna. Alejandro Zendejas. 26th, his first World Cup. This is the guy over Diego Luna. I think that's it. That's got to be 26. That's got to be the full 26. Again, if we see Pochettino walk out here, all right, that has to be it. Turkey might be a dark horse. See, we've been saying that, Caden, but they have yet. We've seen that when it comes to the Euros and the World Cups, and they haven't done that. So I think we're done. I think we are done. Again, I don't have any audio, but I think we might be done. We'll also do some reactions here in a second if we're done. Okay, we might be done. I think the full 26 is there. The leaks were 100% correct. That's insane. That is insane that the leaks were 100% correct. But Zendejas, again, no Diego Luna. Zero Diego Luna. USA chance going on, I would imagine. All right, no Diego Luna confirmed. Again, I get that, Caden. Yildiz, Adragula, Chanalugu. I remember him from FIFA. But no, that's got to be sad. That's got to be sad, as now we have a musical performance. Man, we're just getting made fun of here. Who even is this guy? I don't even know who's performing. Someone let me know who is performing this, because I missed it. But man, we are looking horrible, looking like a clown show. I would say we can't have a musical performance like this. Why don't we just do what Brazil does and just announce it via a press conference and just shut down the entire country? Why don't we just do that? But there is your U.S. men's national team roster. The leaks were 100% correct. I mean, the only questions you could really have are Berhalter and Roldan. I'm pretty mad about those because I don't want Roldan or Berhalter on this roster at all. I don't think they're that good. Let's see. I mean, Reyna, that's a nepotism pick. Reyna and Berhalter, those are nepotism picks. Also, halftime show. Come on. The halftime show, I don't really have a massive issue with it. It doesn't really matter. It takes the halftime to like 10 minutes extra now. So it's really not that big of an issue. Super Bowl happens it all the time. Thanksgiving, Christmas games have it all the time. Not a big of an issue with it, to be honest with you. I think the Europeans are just going to have to get used to it, guys. I'm sorry, Caden. I think you're just going to have to get used to the all that. But my first overall reaction to it, not really that mad at it. It's expected, especially with the leaks. No surprises. The only controversy you can have is Alejandro Zendejas. That's a great comment, Bradley. That's a great comment. Yep, clown show agreed. No need. Treated like a live golf event. I haven't watched live golf, so I don't really know about what they do in live golf events. But yeah, no, I'll talk to you guys for about the next like 20, 25 minutes, 30 minutes maybe. However long we go here. But again, get your comments in, get your predictions in. We're relying heavily on you guys here for the next 30 minutes. But my initial thoughts on this are simple. Zendejas over Diego Luna. That's basically what the pick was. I would probably put Diego Luna over Zendejas, if I'm being honest. I think Diego Luna probably offers a little bit more than Diego Luna. Diego Luna offers more than Alejandro Zendejas. I get it, though. I get it, I guess, because Zendejas, you want to keep him away from Mexico, yada, yada, yada. I know Zendejas did score in that Japan friendly. Luna hasn't really offered a ton, I guess, in recent games. And I guess, I bet you the reason why Luna is not on the roster is because Luna does stuff against the small teams. He does stuff against the smaller teams. He doesn't really show up in the big-time moments like Portugal, Belgium, Japan, Uruguay, Paraguay. So I guess it's that. But I feel like, though, you need a little bit of toughness. I think you need a little bit of heart. I think you need a little bit of grit. And I think Luna may have been that guy that could, maybe come off the bench. Maybe he creates a little bit of a spark. But I would take Aronson over him. I probably would take Gio Reyna as well over him. We need our musical interludes in America. Yes, we do. If you guys get one injury, you're done, I guess. Honestly, if I was a player, I wouldn't mind it. Pokemaster 6573. Haven't seen your name in here before, so appreciate you stopping on in. Honestly, if I was a player, I wouldn't mind it. More time to go over tactics and long break. That's what I'm saying. I think it is a little bit of I think it's a little bit better than people would give it credit for. I think that's being completely honest with you. I don't think it's really that big of an issue. I just think Europeans have a bigger issue with it, I guess, because they're not used to it. But trust me, guys, it's really not that big of a difference. It's really not that big of a difference in terms of the game, the flow of everything. Zendejas is good. Appreciate you hopping in, Angie. Yeah, that's what I'm going to go with. Pokemaster, Luna controlled the midfield in the friendlies, in my opinion. He had a really great impact, but both of them would be a bench player. And yeah, sure. But I guess at the same time, the same question happens. Which you guys haven't happened to be on the show yet, comment on the show. We will read your comments on our live show tomorrow, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. On Inside the Game. You can check that on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, all that fun stuff. But yeah, make sure you guys drop a follow, subscribe, all that fun stuff for this. Again, we're going to be doing this for like all the World Cup. I mean, the whole World Cup. This is going to be pretty sweet. I'm looking forward to it. But when I look at the whole thing, the thing as a whole, I don't think there's one player on this roster that can really like dictate us from going far in the World Cup. I just don't think we're that great of a nation where, or I don't think we're that great of a soccer nation where it truly matters if one player is there or not. Obviously, different countries like England, France, Spain, Germany, that's a totally different story. But when it comes to the U.S. men's national team, I don't think we're there yet. Are we really going to miss a Diego Luna, to be honest with you? No, we're not. We are not that far advanced yet. Now, if we don't even have a top 10 player in their position respective around the world. We don't even have that. Pulisic's like 20th in terms of wingers, maybe even higher in terms of like 2025 wingers best in the world. Like We don't have that. Maybe McKennie could be up there, I guess. And there's Diego Luna in the commercial, man. I still can't get over that. That's still funny. That's still funny to me. But no, we are not there yet where it's, it could make that big of a difference. We're not there yet. It's not going to matter if a Diego Luna is there or not. It's not going to matter if a Brendan Aronson is there or not. Same thing with Tim Weah. Pulisic and McKennie, Adams, maybe those three could offer something bigger than, what they have had before. So I'm not really worried by that. But no, it should be an interesting World Cup. Drop your predictions on how far you think the U.S. men's national team is going to go. I think they're going to go round of 16. I think that they're going to finish second in the group. And I think they're going to win a tight one in the round of 32. They're going to get to the round of 16 and lose to a big side, unfortunately. But hey, I don't mind if you were to go out to a big nation like a top 10 nation, England, and all England, France, Germany, Spain. I wouldn't even be mad at that. Bradley, soccer in Europe is religion. Soccer in South America is religion. Soccer in the UK is religion. France, Spain, Brazil, etc., etc. Soccer is not a religion in Canada nor the U.S. No, if you go to Canada, that's hockey. If you come to America, it's basketball, football, especially college football, NFL. That's the religion, and the idea is to hopefully. That's what I'm most excited for this World Cup. It's the cultural impact that this World Cup could have on the country of the United States. That's what I'm really looking forward to. What's your early predictions? Player of the tournament, top goal scorer, and dark horse. Colombia's your dark horse. I would disagree. I think is Portugal considered a dark horse? Because I would say Portugal's, because can you really be a favorite if you haven't won the tournament yet? I know only 8 nations have won a World Cup. Isn't that it? I would say Portugal a little bit of a dark horse. I think Japan could be a dark horse. I don't see Colombia being a dark horse. I would say top goal scorer if they get far, because when it comes to the World Cup, you got to think who takes the PKs. Who could go far enough? I think it could be Harry Kane. I think he could. I mean, again, if you look at England's group, there's a couple of nations that are really horrid. They are bad. Where he could probably bag a couple goals if he plays a full 90 minutes for England in those games. Where's he at? Yeah, Ghana and Panama. I could really see him running rampant on that. Player of the tournament. Lamine Yamal. That's what I'm going. Player of the turn. So, all right, here are my predictions. Winner, World Cup predictions. Winner, Spain. I think that they are going to deliver like they did in the Euros. I think they have a very good starting 11, strong midfield, strong attacking players like Lamine Yamal. I think Lamine Yamal will also be player of the tournament. I think he is going, again, if you win the World Cup, you're most likely going to be player of the tournament. I think he's going to bag a handful of goals to get them all the way through. There's going to be some magical moment that he produces. I would say dark horse has to be Portugal. I really like their midfield there defensively. The only thing that kind of scares me about Portugal is the fact of the Cristiano Ronaldo sideshow. I don't know what that's going to cause, especially if he's not starting. I would say, and then obviously I would go Golden Glove. Does David Raya start? I'm going to get David Raya. Go Gunners. And then obviously the goal scorer, the Golden Boot, has to be Harry Kane. Those are my World Cup predictions. Am I probably going to be wrong? 100%. Pulisic was up there earlier when he was tied top scorer in Serie A, but he's definitely fallen off. Probably he hasn't scored since December. I don't think people realize that yet. Christian Pulisic has not scored a goal for AC Milan since December. That's absurd. He's only had 1 assist, 1 goal contribution since December. We can't be having that. If we're the U.S. men's national team, we cannot be having our best player and maybe most influential player. I still think Weston McKennie is a more important player to the men's national team. But man, I do not think Christian Pulisic can go that long without scoring a goal. Agreed. Anything that introduces new cultures and ideas into the American bloodstream is a great thing. I would agree with that, James. Ghana have a good team. Croatia always do well. Panama are a free win. I would say Panama are a free win. I don't think Ghana's that good. So I think England would take care of that. Winner, France. Player of the tournament, Mbappe. Dark horse, Morocco. Yeah, Morocco was a little bit of a dark horse last tournament in 2022. So maybe they do it again. I don't know. What Morocco could eventually do. I don't know if they can go back to back, especially with what happened in the AFCON Cup. I don't really know if they could do that. But yeah, no, keep the predictions going. We'll roll for like another 10 minutes. Again, U.S. men's national team roster reveal today. Make sure you guys drop a follow, like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. I mean, we can just talk World Cup as well. I think the toughest group, though, if we're going off we haven't talked about this one, the group of death, which I still think group of deaths are dead, especially with the expanded World Cup field, because now you don't really, I mean, it's 32 teams to 64, so you don't really get, or what is it? How many teams are in the World Cup now? Let's see. I might be wrong on this. How many teams in World Cup? 48. So, okay, 42, 48 teams. Yeah, no, you're definitely expanding this thing, and I think groups are dead. Cosmo, who cares? The coach is terrible. The players are bad. It is the same team that gets 1 or 2 shots on goal a game, cannot complete any passes into the box, basically have no offense. Yeah, but soccer's a weird game. Soccer is a weird sport where you could get 1 shot on net, and it's a goal, and the other team has 30 shots, and it doesn't go in. So I would say anything can happen in these games. Back to the hardest group. So Caden thinks Spain, Uruguay, Saudi group. Let's see here. I would say Spain, Uruguay definitely up there. France, Senegal, Norway could be very tough. That could be a very tough group. Maybe England's group. Netherlands group could be tough. I would still probably go, though. I would probably go France. I think because Norway is obviously the toughest 3. I guess for them, like the toughest 3 seed. And then you will have Senegal, who's good. I mean, Iraq, obviously not that great. But no, France, that would be an interesting one. They will win 0 World Cup games. The coach will be fired. Total waste of 4 years. No progress at all. Team has gone backwards. Again, I don't think that I think they're going to win a couple games. I think they're going to get out of the group. No issue there at all. Pochettino, I don't think is going to get fired. I think he's going to leave in the fall to go get a European job once again. Now, we could have a conversation. Had they improved since 2022? I think a little bit. I think they have a little bit. I do think, though, bringing Greg Berhalter back for the Copa America was a massive mistake in 24. I thought that was a massive mistake from the U.S. Federation. We just got rid of the guy post-World Cup in 2022. Again, maybe you could say that was a success in 2022. We lost to the Netherlands in the round of 16, and then they lost to Argentina, the eventual winners. You could maybe say that's a success back then. But I do think we have made a little bit of success because you see Pulisic, what he's done with AC Milan for about half the year. McKennie's been a mainstay. We're getting more players back over in Europe. Tim Weah doesn't punch a dude. Maybe we go a little bit further in the Copa America. Maybe Greg Berhalter's still coaching this team. So I still think we've made a little bit of improvement. I mean, look at the players that are playing week in, week out. Chris Richards, another one for Crystal Palace, who's currently in the Conference League. So, again, I still think that there have been improvements made from 2022. Is it earth-shattering? Is it going to take us to a World Cup final? No. But I still think we have made some improvements since 2022. We have to be, for Pochettino, we saw it back in the fall. If we set up with 3 at the back, 2 wing backs, I think we're set. Because if it realistically, Chris Richards in the middle, you can throw in trusty Mackenzie Robinson either side, maybe Tim Ream. I don't really want Tim Ream to start. I think his legs are gone. Then you have Jedi on left, and then Serginho Dest on the right, McKennie Adams in the middle. You have Balogun up top, Pulisic up there. Maybe you throw Weah, maybe you throw Tillman. I think that's a good roster. I think that's a good starting 11. I really do, because if we are set up that way, I think we can battle with just about any team. I think we could, because we saw it back in the fall. We saw how well we played with 5 at the back. We beat Uruguay 5-0. We beat Japan 2-0. I mean, it's really not that bad. I just pray that soccer doesn't take a backseat to anything other than soccer takes place. I don't know what you mean by that, Bradley. I feel maybe there's some mistypos. Don't come at me. I want Ruben Amorim if we are going to play 3 at the back. No, Ruben Amorim cannot sniff this team. Ruben Amorim cannot sniff this team. No, because when you go back to the fall, where that was really some positive signs for the U.S. men's national team, it really felt like they were moving in a positive direction. It really felt like they were taking some positive steps. And the way that they played, they controlled the ball a little bit more. They dominated the ball. They created chances. They were sound offensively. If we were to play like that, I think they could even potentially win the group. I'm not even mad at that. We could win the group. Here. If we were to play 3 at the back, we're making the quarterfinals. Don't at me. Don't at me. We would make this quarterfinals with 3 at the back. 100%. Because of what it proved me back in the fall. You can argue all you want with the friendlies. You can argue with me all you want. But they beat Japan. They beat Uruguay 5-0. I think they beat Paraguay already. We've already seen that they're already in the group. And the toughest team in this group is Turkey. And we didn't play 3 at the back against Turkey. We played 4 at the back. And then we played 4 at the back against Portugal and Belgium. So I'm just saying, we know the formula that's there. I get it. Everything's amped up come World Cup time. But I'm telling you, in the World Cup tournament format, single game elimination, if we get put in a 3-back situation, I think we're making the quarterfinals. Because I think we then win the group, which there's the pathway is set there. You then play a third-place team in the round of 32, and you have a favorable draw come the round of 16. And then after that, I think anything can happen. So I think we could make the quarterfinals if we play 3 at the back. Obviously, Paraguay first, Australia second. That's another team we played. And then Turkey, our third match, which, again, we get the toughest match in the final day. That could be a blessing, could also be hard for us as well. Pokemaster 3-5-2 with wingbacks or 1-9. Probably more of like a 3-4-2. Well, yeah, I guess you could say more like that. 3-4-2-1. I would say that. I would say that's the formation. My apologies, Pokemaster. Great ball knowledge from you. Bradley, whoops, I meant to say don't want anything taking front and center other than, in the world. There's really not much they're battling for this summer. NFL's done, obviously. MLB will be in the dog days of summer, which your favorite MLB team might be cooked by then. So maybe that doesn't even happen. But I don't think, obviously, college football, NBA would be done by June. Yeah, no, I don't really see a place where soccer is going to sit backstage this summer. I mean, the only thing that they're battling for with, I guess, is NBA free agency and reports from college football and NFL camps. That's really all there is. There's really nothing that's going to be battling this tournament in soccer. So it's really going to be the only thing on TV, and it will be the dog days of the MLB. So yeah, they're really not battling with anything. When does the NBA Finals happen? NBA Finals schedule. Let's see when that happens. Looking at June 3rd. Yeah, no, you're battling the final 2 games, I would imagine, of the NBA Finals by the time that they're playing. So there really is not going to be a backseat besides maybe that. Yeah, the final day is like June 19th is Game 7, which would be the date. And obviously the World Cup, I think, starts 13th or the 16th, one of the two dates. So, yeah, you're really not battling much outside of the NBA Finals, just a couple of games here and there. But, yeah, no, if anyone wants to get any other comments and any other talking points, would be happy to do so. If not, I'll see you guys tomorrow, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. For Inside the Game right here on the National Soccer Network, Roku, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Make sure you guys do that. Again, we'll also read your comments as well on TikTok or YouTube as well. If you guys want to get in the discussion, we can totally do that as well. We'll mainly be talking about this. Maybe we talk a little Champions League final. Maybe we talk some Champions League final. Just saying, go Gunners. Gonna win the Champions League as well. Gonna win the double. Oh my God, that'd be the greatest season ever. We can talk more World Cup. But yeah, no. Doesn't seem like anyone else wants to get involved. Again, I'm really interested to see the cultural impact that this will have on the World Cup. Really excited for that this summer as well. Because, I mean, how's it going to captivate the nation? Because we really, that's right, Johnny Cardoso. If Johnny was fit, do you think he would have made the squad? I think so. I think he would have taken the. That's a good question. Now that I think about it. No, I don't think Cardoso would have. I would change my mind. I don't think Cardoso would have made the squad if still healthy because, again, if you were to take the Diego Luna equation and put it into Johnny Cardoso's equation, no, he does not get in because what have you done for the U.S. men's national team? Clearly, each of them haven't done extremely well for Caden. No, Arsenal's winning. Their PSG's not winning. Trust me. Trust me, defensively, sound. The Gunners are taking care of it. Set pieces. What does PSG struggle at the most is what Arsenal is very good at. But if I look at Cardoso's situation, look at Luna's situation, it's essentially the same thing. So I don't think Cardoso. I still think Sebastian Berhalter and Christian Roldan would have been over him. So no, I do not think I still don't think Johnny Cardoso gets into the U.S. men's national team, regardless if he's fit or not. I mean, hasn't done anything for us. So yeah, no, I don't see a place where he shows up with the U.S. men's national team. But yeah. All right, that is going to wrap up for me here. Make sure you guys tune in to the Inside the Game live stream podcast tomorrow, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. We'll be talking more about this, more about World Cup, all that fun stuff. But again, my name has been Ryan Glinsky. Make sure you guys tune in. Drop a like, drop a follow, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. But until next time, where I see you guys tomorrow, bright and early, 9 a.m. Eastern time, tomorrow for the same stuff on Inside the Game. Oh, look at Dave. Dave just hopped in. Evening, my man, Dave. Evening. Dave is one of our regulars on the show. He likes the show. Sorry I missed it, Dave. You didn't really miss much. U.S. men's national team. Oh, Dave, you missed it. Your boy Austin Trusty is on the U.S. men's national team World Cup roster. Scottish Premiership champion Austin Trusty from Celtic is in the U.S. men's national team roster. Failed Arsenal gunner, I'll tell you that. He did absolutely nothing with us a couple of years ago. But yeah, no, all of this stuff will be talked about again tomorrow. Hey, I think Scotland's going to finish third in your group, Dave. That's what I'm saying. You're going to finish behind Brazil and Morocco. Tough draw for the Scottish. But until tomorrow here on Inside the Game, I'll see you guys bright and early, 9 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. Until then, so long.